What's up guys, so the tablet I have is an iPad mini, and previously I've had the first generation iPad and I've had the Nexus 7, and I didn't really use those tablets as much as I used my iPad mini, and the reason for that is basically because they weren't for me. And that's a thing I think that many people have a problem with. They buy tablets, sometimes they don't really need it. Like my first generation iPad, I didn't really need it, I just kind of wanted it because it was kind of cool and started the whole revolution on tablets. And sometimes people just stand and forget their tablets on the bottom shelves and just use it in toilets, and that's a true fact. People actually use most time their tablets in toilets. So I decided to put this video together and hopefully give you some tips and help you find the perfect tablet that is for you. So let's go. So firstly, you need to ask yourself if you really need a tablet, and be aware that it doesn't replace a computer. Anyway, if you're looking for but still haven't found that perfect tablet because you want, for example, a huge screen but you also want more portability, the key is to find balance. And you need to ignore the specs and focus more on the experience. So I highly recommend checking out video reviews of tablets to get a taste of the experience rather than just focusing on specs. Or even better, find the nearest tech store and go there and try out some tablets. So the main things to consider when buying a tablet is, first of all, the screen size, also kind of the tablet size, the operational system, the app support, what ecosystem you're getting into, or if you already are in an ecosystem, the accessories supported, the storage, and most important, the price. Obviously, if you can afford any tablet, great, but if you cannot afford it, if you're in a tight budget, that doesn't mean that you will not be able to get a great tablet. It just means that your options are a little bit more limited. Also, be sure to know what you're buying and all the little details. For example, just because a tablet has Android, it does not mean all apps are supported for that tablet, and more specifically that screen size. As you know, Android has a little problem with fragmentation, for example. But moving on, you need to determine the purpose of the tablet to fill out on what we just talked about. Let's say you're going to use it to consume media such as movies or YouTube videos mainly, then you might not need the biggest screen size. It's really up to you, but you'll preferably need or want a high resolution. Let's say it's for productivity or gaming, then you'll probably want a bigger screen size with a ton of apps available to you and a lot of storage available as well. So you get what I'm saying. Finding balance is the thing I really find the most important, especially because there isn't a perfect tablet. There are many tablets out there that, for example, have great resolutions, but the best apps are not available on that platform, or some won't get OS updates, which means that they will be outdated pretty soon. The thing that will probably decide the tablet you choose is the OS. Now, some people love iOS, some people love Android, some people love Windows RT, and it's a very important thing that you should look for. So if you've got a lot of Apple products, if you're into the Apple's ecosystem, then you should be leaning towards an iPad. Or if you really like TouchWiz, you should be leaning maybe towards a Samsung tablet. Or if you really like Android, maybe check out the Nexus lines, or check out Nokia, for example, for Windows RT. Now, the reason I chose the iPad mini over the full-size iPad is because of portability. I travel a lot, and also mostly this connection that I had with the iPad mini when trying out at the Apple Store. And I really recommend you try out the tablet you are interested in rather than just watching videos, because the experience of having it in your hand will almost immediately say, do I want this or do I not want this? And when I tried the iPad mini, I was like, this is a tablet I want, and I made, I think, the right choice. An important thing is to not be drawn by other people's opinions or by the fact that it offers more compelling specs. You should set a list of the main things you really need or want, like a great display or amazing battery life or loads of accessories, and then doing some research to see what tablet has that and then trying it out. If you are stuck between two tablets or more, I highly suggest a pros and cons list. Sometimes the tablet you really want could have average reviews, but you might still prefer it, so don't get heavily influenced by those. Just make sure that it's worth the value you are paying for, and hopefully by the end of the day you will be a happy customer who just purchased the perfect tablet for yourself. So obviously in this video I need to mention kind of my personal favorites. So for personal favorites, I suggest you check out would be the iPad mini Retina, the Nexus 7, the Galaxy 10.1 seems pretty cool. I tried it at stores, but I don't really own it, and the iPad Air, which I've also done a review. Link will be in the description down below. And you know what? Just tweet me your favorite tablets at TechSnackles on Twitter. We should check it out. And yeah, pretty interested to see what you guys have to tell me. So that's basically it. That's all I had to say. Anything I forgot or you think is very important to also consider when buying a tablet, be sure to leave it in the comment section down below. And if this was helpful, as always, leave a like. And yeah, as always, thank you a lot for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more. And I'll see you all in the next video.